Well, hello. I guess I have to say Guten Abend, day 30. It is day 30. So my last video was day 27, when Monday, when I came into Erwin at Uncle Johnny's hostel. So that was day 27. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, days 28 and 29, were complete 0-mile days that I spent in Kingsport at home. So here it is, day 30, Thursday, May 6th, and I am finally back on trail, and it is late in the day. It is pushing 4 o'clock. It's right at 4 o'clock. So spent more time in Kingsport than I had originally intended, but that's all right. I got everything all planned out. I can still be in Damascus just in time for trail days, with a little bit of slop built into that schedule. So the worst day is going to be tomorrow, a 22-mile day over some rugged terrain. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. I am wearing the shoes. I don't know if you see them there. I'm wearing those Saucony Pegasus again. That gave me such trouble last October on the Shelter Trace. I decided to mix things up a little bit. I had repaired those shoes, experimented with some repair method. If it works, maybe I'll share in a separate video. But it's a little bit of a risk to try those shoes when the ultras were doing so well. But I decided to give these another try, because if there was a chance to try it out, this would be it, because I do have opportunities before Damascus to hop back off and get another pair of ultras from my home if I need to. And I do have multiple pairs waiting on me there. So I just crossed the bridge over the Nolechucky to get on the other side here and continue onto the Appalachian Trail. And here it is, across the road. So what else? So that's it for now. I'm only going to go 4 miles, a little over 4 miles today, to get to Curly Maple Gap Shelter, I think. I might be wrong with the name of that shelter, but it's just the first shelter up here. That's all I intended to do today. So I should be there by 6, and that'll be fine. But tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be a tough day, and rain is predicted, so not looking forward to that. But we'll take it as she goes, and I feel good about the schedule. Looking forward to this week. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week, and looking forward to trail days. So again, day 30, just now getting started, late in the day. I'll maybe check in when I get to the shelter, but that'll be it for this day. All right, I'll feed her sane. I tried to mix up, I mentioned I tried to mix up my shoes a little bit. I'm still using the same sock system, so that is just the liner sock. So hopefully the toenail damage that I incurred with these Saucony Peregrines last October will go away with the extra room now that I have with using just the sock liner. And I looked into the weather. I was thinking I could eliminate some of my heavier winter gear. For instance, the sleeping bag and then hammock gear 10-degree underquilt combination that I've been carrying around together weigh, I'm guessing, I don't know exactly, maybe 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. And I have a summer weight top quilt, underquilt combination that Keegan made for me. You might remember I started off the Shelter Trace with, that only weighs 2 pounds total. But I was looking at the weather, and like up on Roan Mountain this week, they're still predicting lows down as low as 40. So you need to plan for even colder than that. So I pretty much need to keep all the gear that I had, clothing and sleeping gear, hammock, underquilt, and sleeping bag. I need to keep that at least until I get to Damascus, and then I can reassess the situation. As far as clothing, I eliminated, well, I swapped out my Thermax long johns with and Columbia, I think it is, wind pants that I had melted a big hole in. I changed that out with the kind of jogging pants, wind pants that I purchased for the Shelter Trace. So instead of those two articles of clothing, I now just had the one, which is lighter, and I think that's fine to wear to bed. Just that one, so I'll just kind of wear it commando and use it for nighttime and sleeping in. That Columbia wind pants, when I tried to sleep in it, it just didn't breathe, and it was like a sweat box. I could be cold and sweaty at the same time. So that really wasn't working out. And then the Thermax long johns that I wore, I've had for decades, and they're just threadbare and didn't fit right, and were a pain to get on and off. So anyway, the other thing I ditched, the only other thing I ditched was my beanie, just a polypropylene or a acrylic knit cap. And I don't know, maybe I should have kept that since it's going to get cold, because that really helps at night. But I decided to risk giving that up, since I do wear my hooded down jacket, and I cinch that hood up around my head also. I don't know. I think I'll probably be all right. So that's it. And the other thing I wanted to share real quick is the Shelter Trace was, up until Monday, had been my longest through hike at an official 333 miles. Although I probably hiked closer to 350, but officially it's 333 miles, the Shelter Trace. As of Monday, coming into Erwin, I was at just over 344 miles. So I have now hiked farther than at any other through hike attempt in my life. So this is a new record. I wanted to throw that out there. All right, exactly 1.5 hours, and I am here already. Curly Maple Gap Shelter. Guten Morgen, day 31. The time now I think is around 8:30 something, and getting ready to leave Curly Maple Gap Shelter. Got Blue Sky here with me. Say hi, Blue Sky.
Hi.
So I'm gonna try to do 22 miles a day, skip a shelter, but a lot depends on the weather, which you can see is gray. It did rain some last night, and it's continuing 50% chance of rain pretty much throughout the whole day. So it depends on the weather, and also depends on whether or not my legs got lazy during my 2 days off in Kingsport. So if I still have my trail legs, I think I can do the 22 miles to get to the second shelter. But we shall see. Auf Wiedersehen. Let's see the sleet bouncing around. Oh, geez. Holy cow. And now it's getting hail. This is hailstones. Whew. Well, I'm traversing over Beauty Spot, and as you can see, it's not much of a beauty spot in this weather. That white stuff there, that's the sleet. It's reminiscent of some of the weather I had in the early part of the Smokies. That's unfortunate, but that's why they say you got to embrace the suck when you do the AT. I mean, say I'm just socked in with clouds. There's nothing to see. So let's keep on trucking. Try to get to this next shelter. The trail cuts through this spruce forest, and it's you see how dark it is, honey. It's like 12:30, maybe 12:40, and it looks like it's 7 o'clock in the evening, but foggy. It's kind of eerie, but beautiful. All right, it is 1:30 and I have made it to Cherry Gap Shelter, I think this is. So that's a good time, a little better than 2.5 miles an hour. So happy to be here. I think I can make it another 10 miles, but I'm going to take probably a half-hour break here. It's a little after 5. I should be getting to the Clyde Smith Shelter within half an hour. But I passed a guy a little while ago who said that the shelter was full. It was full by 2 o'clock. I hope he's exaggerating, because I don't know where these people would be coming from. I've only passed a few, and the shelter I stayed at last night was, I mean, there was only one other person in the shelter and 2 other people camping outside, so a total of 4 people in and around the shelter. So I don't know if this next shelter is full. I don't know where they're coming from. So certainly no one's passed me, unless they're just all spilled out of Erwin right after the rain, and they were all in front of me, and I'm caught up with a big bubble of them. That's entirely possible. So gotta hope I get a spot in the shelter, because it's windy, and I don't know if the wind's going to die down tonight. But see, I'm wearing my frog talk jacket. I think, other than that bad day in the Smokies, this is the only other day where I've never taken my frog togs off. I mean, not only leave it on, but leave it zipped up and the sleeves rolled down too, for the most part. It's a cold wind. At least the sun did shine some today, later on today. But yeah, it's been a tough day. I tell you, my feet are killing me. They are really tired. So 22-mile day today, going over Beauty Spot, Unica Mountain, Iron Mountain. So yeah, it's been a tough day. So I'm looking forward to getting to this shelter, and God, I hope there's a spot there for me, because I do not want to set up my hammock in this wind. Bye. All right, I made it. It is just a couple minutes shy of 5:30, and there doesn't seem to be too many people here, so I think I'll be all right. I don't see any tents. So let's see what we got. Clyde Smith Shelter.